Good morning, kids. And now we are going to start with a new chapter, that is good health. So, all of us know that health is very important because we always say health is wealth. So, let's see what this chapter deals with. So, to start with, we all know that we have food, right? So, why food is required? It is required to survive. It gives energy to do work. It helps in repairing the old cells, and yes, it helps us to grow. Now, when we look at food, we look at food as a whole. But basically, food is made up of some components, essential components. So, all those important components are known as nutrients. So, which are those essential components? So, you can see here it is carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, water, and roughage. And now we are going to see each one of them in detail. That is, what are the sources and what are their functions. So now we'll deal with each one of them in detail. So the first important component of food that we are going to study is carbohydrates. So as a word suggests carbohydrates, it is made of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. And the various sources of carbohydrates are as follows. Banana, apple, potato, and cereals like wheat, rice, maize, jowar, etc. So these are the various sources of carbohydrates. Means actually these are the rich sources of carbohydrate. And the main function of carbohydrates is that it provides energy to our body. It provides energy to our body. So maximum amount of energy can be obtained by eating carbohydrates. The next important component of food is proteins. So let's see the sources of protein and the function of protein. So you can see here that these are various pulses which I have kept over here. So these are the pulses. Like I have kept tur dal, I have kept moong here, then this is masoor dal. So all these dals which we use are the sources of proteins. Similarly, beans are also rich sources of proteins. Egg is another source of protein and cheese is also another source of protein. So the function of protein is that it helps in growth as well as it helps in repair of the damaged tissues or cells of our body. So this is the function of proteins. The third important component of food which we are going to study is fats. So the various sources of fats are ghee, oil, butter, and different nuts like groundnut, cashew nut, etc. The main function of fats is to provide energy to our body and warmth to our body. This is the function of fats. Now we are going to see something about vitamins. This is also an important constituent of our food. So the different sources of vitamins are green leafy vegetables, fruits, and sprouts. Okay, you can see these are having sprouts. So it's a mudki which is sprouted. The main function of vitamins, the main function of vitamins is to fight against the diseases. Roughage also forms a very important constituent of food. How you know? It helps, actually the roughage, it helps in removing the waste material from our body in the form of stool. So which are the sources of roughage? So you can see leafy vegetables, fruits, pulses, whole grains, etc. They form rich sources of roughage. So as I said, roughage, it helps in removing the waste material from the body in the form of stools. Up till now, we have studied the most important constituents of food, that is carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and water is the most important constituent of food because we know that our body is 70% made up of water, 70 to 80% rather, it is made up of water. So water forms a very important constituent of food. So from where do we get water? So naturally the water we drink That is enough basically. But all the food items, even the food items which we are taking in, also provide water to us. Even milk milk is also made up of some composition of water. Fine. So what is the function of water? What does water do for us? So basically, it helps our body to stay healthy. Water, it helps our body to stay healthy. So all the processes, even digestion process will require water. Water will be a medium for to carry out the digestion of food. So water is very important for our body, and that's the function of water. Now we are going to see about minerals. So which are the different sources from which we can get minerals? So as you can see here, it is milk, curds, cheese, beans and leafy vegetables and many more. The main function of minerals is it helps in the formation of healthy bones, teeth and blood. I'll repeat. The main function of minerals is it helps in formation of healthy bones, blood and teeth.